As the Desert Rose Band once said, one step forward and two steps back. Nobody gets too far like that. Welcome to From the Stands Rochdale FC, your weekly roundup of everything Rochdale related. Let's get straight into this absolute monstrosity decision by Jim McNulty and look forward to the game against Sutton on Bank Holiday Monday. There's only one place really to start, and that is the 11 changes. Yeah, you heard me, 11 changes to the starting lineup. I'm not a football manager, I'm not a coach, whatever. But surely 11 changes is going to completely throw off the momentum of the whole side, given that these players have never played together. They've not had many minutes on the pitch as individuals, let alone as teammates. It makes no sense at all. 4 or 5 changes I can understand, because if you think about it, in modern football now, you can make 5 substitutes in a game. That's almost half your starting lineup. So why not try and kill the game off in the first half if you can? Get 1, 2, 3 goals ahead if you can, and then start making those changes. It makes little to no sense. And to the fans that have travelled down to Brackley, I can only sympathise with you, because again, we didn't know there was going to be this many changes until 2 PM when you lot were probably already at the ground. It's disrespectful to the fans and it's disrespectful to the opposition, because Brackley are a brilliant side. They've got momentum going into this season. They look very good defensively. Yeah, we may have controlled the game, but how many times did we do this last season? We controlled the games and we just make silly mistakes defensively. And it's mostly down to a lack of match fitness, a lack of experience. I mean, Forest Green, for example, they had 7 of the same players that played on Wednesday play on Saturday. And the ones that were benched on the Wednesday just filled in on the Saturday. Like, it's not that difficult. I know it's tough that we're playing Wednesday, Saturday, Monday. It can't be that enduring, especially when we're controlling games. The game against Gateshead the other night, we went 3-0 up, and then he made 2 changes immediately. And then he waited till the last 10 minutes to make another 2 changes. I don't see why we didn't just make all 4 of those changes at once. Especially given that we were 3-0 up. Including the National League game against Burnley's under-21s, we played 5 competitive games, and Tom Miles has played 2 of them. Watmuff has played 3. Like, in what world is it necessary to change a goalkeeper out? Looking at the stats, Watmuff has only had 3 saves to make all season. It's not as if he's doing, bleep tests every week. Apparently he was feeling a bit unwell for the game on Saturday. But since Jim McNulty's come in, how often are goalkeepers dropping in and out of our squad? I don't get what he's doing to them. He's been in charge for 2 and a bit seasons now, Jim McNulty. And this is the list of goalkeepers that we've had and played under him. Richard O'Donnell, Jake Eastwood, Louis Mulden, Jacob Chapman, Teenan Brooks, Luke McNicholas, David Robson, Sam Waller, even Brad Kelly, Killian Barrett, Oliver Watmuff, and now Tom Miles. We had 12 goalkeepers play under McNulty. That is in 2.5 seasons. Tom Miles unfortunately made the mistake, if you want to, for the penalty. It was a very, very harsh penalty, but he does commit a foul in that. And I just don't, there's no solidity in the defence, purely because we're chopping and changing our goalkeeper as well. It doesn't make any sense to me. I digress. Apparently we were the better side. We had the ball in and around their box a lot, but couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, which pretty much sums us up from the exact same position as last season. We were the better side. On another day we win that game. But he's just treating us fans as absolute mugs, and it's why it's been so divided under him over the last year or 2. Don't get me wrong, he's done a fantastic job creating a bit of a unity between the fans and the players again, and he's built a brilliant squad. But it's mistakes like this what have cost us last season against our Spenimores, against Southend, against Bromley, against Oldham. You know, these things aren't going away. 4 games into the season now, and he's been the reason why we've dropped points in one of them. It baffles me. I think the only thing that will make this sacrifice of 11 players more justifiable is if we beat Sutton convincingly on Monday. If he doesn't do that, then I feel like all the hype going into the season has just plummeted to ground zero once again, and he's going to be on the back foot again, like he was for the majority of last season. It very much could be an overreaction by us fans, but at least we won't see that mint green kit ever again, because I think that may haunt a couple of us for some time now. Now, heading into Bank Holiday Monday's game, we are up against Sutton, who themselves are struggling this season and are yet to find their first win of the campaign. They kicked off the campaign with a 2-2 draw against York away from home, which I feel is a very good result, before resting a lot of players, I'm assuming, as they lost 7-0 at home to Fulham's under-21s in the National League Cup. First home league game of the season saw them up against fellow strugglers Solihull Moors, and they drew 0-0. Before heading to the new Lawn Stadium, where they got absolutely dismantled by Forest Green. And I see Carol Mitchell getting subbed off on a 6.4. Following that, they tested their bounce-back ability and stumbled as they suffered a 3-2 defeat against newly promoted side Scunthorpe United. They also had their left-back Liam Vincent sent off midway through the second half, so they will be without him on Monday. And we're back to the tactics board, where dreams are made. This is the side. I feel it's fairly obvious this is what everyone is thinking. It's the exact same lineup as Gateshead last week. Dare I say anymore? So the fixture against York, they went in with a 4-3-3. Then Solihull, they went in with a 3-4-2-1, similar to our setup. Before they go in with a 3-4-3 against Forest Green. Then the game against Scunthorpe, they went with a 3-5-2. I'm not sure Steve Morrison really knows what he's doing or what his best lineup is, but it's very worrying to start the season and not know what system you want to be playing. So looking at the formations, I do feel like Sutton may match up with us and play that 3-4-2-1 or 3-4-3-3. This is a game where we must bounce back if we have any aspirations of... You kind of have to go for the title in this division. Like, you can't really gamble on the playoffs. You have to go for that first spot, and I feel like we have the squad to do it. We have the experience to do it. It's just whether or not Jim McNulty can do it. And if he carries on with these sort of experiments and tests to see if the fans really do like him, then I feel we're going to fall very short of it yet again. As ambitious as it sounds, I think 3-0 win. Just go out there, get a clean sheet, blow them away, and hopefully shut up us critics, and we'll be back to winning ways. If you did like the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next weekend for our review and a preview to our next game. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.